Hello, friends. Hello, everybody. How's it going? Hello, Oof Noise. Hello, Jesse. How's it going? You're about to do the final dungeon in Tears of the Kingdom. Whoa, you're already almost done with it. Sheesh. Be a while before I do the final boss, though. Gotta get more hearts and shrines. Nice. Hello, Kyle. How's it going? Yes. We're gonna go play more of. I'm honestly really scared for how this is gonna end up. Yeah. This case is already a lot, and I'm genuinely scared to see where it goes from here. Yeah, I was gonna start Breath of the Wild on my own over the weekend, but then I didn't. At your tuneness. Hi, Penny. How's it going? How are you doing? But yeah, I think my brother has a digital copy of Breath of the Wild on his Switch, and he'd probably let me borrow his Switch to play it, but I feel like I should probably get my own copy if I want to play it, like, on my own and everything. Nanako, yes! You have to start a questline first, and it's in the desert. Oh no. I'm doing alright. I have a, I guess, in-person job interview / assessment thingy tomorrow, which is exciting. I had a phone interview last week, and they want to see me in person now, so I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, I'm hoping it goes well. But I'm doing well. How are you doing? Played a little more Star Rail over the weekend too. I'm slowly but surely making progress in the main story. I'm gonna hit Trailblazer level 40 tomorrow, so I can start farming 5-star relics. You have your onboarding meeting tomorrow? Oh my god, yes! Here's to hoping both of us do really well with the job stuff tomorrow. We got this. We've definitely got this. Also, how far have you played into Ace Attorney, Penny? Have you made any more progress in your playthrough? Because we're on the last case of the second game in the trilogy, and I'm very scared as to where it's gonna go. Uh-oh, cloud status file conflict. What? Huh? I'm looking at my thing on Steam. Some files conflict with versions in the Steam cloud. What? How do I fix this? Okay, I think we fixed it. There we go. As I should be. I'm very, very scared. Also, I got bangs now. I'm not great at styling them yet, but we'll learn how to, yeah. So if you see me fiddling with them, I know I probably shouldn't, but I have to, I'm autistic, I have to, like, play with things, you know? I have my little ball and whatnot. Anyways, might as well hop right into it, because I'm really, really scared. Here we go. Please tell me my cloud files are all good. Oh, bang. Yes, I'm back in my bang arc, yes. I haven't had bangs since I was like 10 years old, and I had like the really blunt bangs. But yeah, we're trying something different, yeah. My picture's choppy and everything. There we go. The adulting stuff is easy. I haven't been able to continue. Oh no, still on the game break. That's okay, no worries, no worries. I will need all the luck I can get going forward. I'm really scared to see where this goes. Farewell, my turnabout. Here we go. First part of the trial, yay. March 22nd. Adrian did it? That's what it looks like, but in every case in this game so far, the culprit has been a new person who's been introduced after the first trial even starts. And I think we've even had some cases that were like that in the first game as well. With a D and Acro and yep. I already know the first thing I'm returning to in video games is Trails! Yes, yes, yes. I need to play that, yeah. One day I will, I swear. But have a great rest of your night and everything too, Penny. It's 3 days before your birthday. Oh my god! Happy early birthday. Oh yeah, your birthday. Wait, this is May 22nd in here, right? Or March 22nd. Oh yeah, March 25th is your birthday. Yeah. brain being weird. I was like, is your birthday coming up? I think I got confused thinking of the case from a couple weeks ago where it was on May 2nd. Or no, yeah, with the hospital incident taking place on May 2nd, and I got to that part of the game on May 2nd in real life. But yeah, it can't, I doubt that it's Adrian because we still have to meet another person or another witness or whoever that turns out to be the real culprit after doing the first trial and then going through a second round of investigations, because that seems to be the pattern. But we'll see how this goes. So far, she is the only person we see that has like a motive, but we'll see if anybody else pops up after this. Hey, I'm starting to pick up the formula of these games. Whoa, let's get the feelings! Thank you for that oof noise. Dude, no way. That woman couldn't do anything like that. In court today, there will be a mountain of evidence that will implicate you. A mountain of evidence? I'm certain there's someone out there trying very hard to pin this whole thing on you. Please, Mr. Lawyer. Dude, like I said yesterday, I'm refreshing like a spring breeze. I know I'm making this guy sound even more stupid than he really is with the voice I'm giving him, but he is a little empty-headed, but I don't know. I just feel like the Reiner, a slap-on Titan voice fits him. I can't let any sort of scandal ruin that. I understand. Well, it's almost time. Oh no, that's hi Mia. You must get a complete acquittal today. Oh yeah, my oh wait, but it said yeah, our deadline was a 1-day case. Is this a 1-day case? Don't answer that, but yeah, we have to get a complete acquittal, and then that's when Maya will be released. I'm scared. Or pearls, yeah. No matter what, I have to focus on winning this case by the end of the day. Indeed. Well, let's get going. Uh-oh. Is the killer calling? It's him, the killer! This is Wright. Good morning. This is it, Mr. Attorney, the day of the trial. Maya, she's unharmed, right? Well, when I checked on her earlier this morning, she seemed a bit, how shall we say, tired. Oh yeah, didn't she, like, pick the lock of the door of the, like, the cellar she was in? Where is she? Was she, like, recaptured and everything? Don't worry, people don't die that easily. Besides, what you really should be concentrating on is winning today's trial. Roar! For my sake as well as yours, you must win today's trial for your sake. Which is why I sent you a little present this morning, huh? I'm surprised Pearl's clothes aren't stretched. Yeah, it's like, I guess not just the body changes, but like the clothes change as well. Like they magically grow in size to like fit whoever you're channeling and then just revert back to their normal size. Physics. What are you giving me? Uh-oh, I'm scared. You'll figure it out once the trial starts. And even if you don't like my gift, I expect you to graciously accept it and win the day's contest, if you please. Is it, forged evidence or something? I'm not gonna win with forged evidence. Or, what if Maya's in the courtroom and just, like, all, like, tied up? Mr. Lawyer Dude, who is that? No one. It has nothing to do with you, so forget you heard anything. Dude, did your nose just get longer? Oh, Phoenix, you little liar. Where's Francisca? Hello? Court is now in session for the trial of Matt on guard. Are the prosecution and defense ready? I mean, the defense is ready, but where's our prosecution? It's not like Francisca to be late. I say, Mr. Wright, what has happened to Miss Von Karma? I didn't have anything to do with this. Your Honor? Oh, is Miles gonna be prosecuting this one? Oh no. If you must tell me something, please keep it brief. Now then, what is it? Prosecutor Von Karma. No. She's okay. She's okay. She's okay. She's okay. Maybe she's just making this up to get out of court and like, I don't know. Wait, is this the gift? Wait, this is the gift. Is this the... Is this the gift from the killer? We're gonna shoot the prosecution and so she can't like go for your throat? Oh no. Here's a little gift to help you win. We're actually gonna murder the prosecution. That'll help you win this murder trial. Oh no. What? Shot? Oh god. Somehow I... Oh god, this is terrifying. His present. Miss Von Karma is one of the top prosecutors in the country at the moment. If she were to disappear, it would be to your advantage. Oh no, he's playing dirty! Miss Von Karma, is she alright? I don't have that answer. She's alive and unstable. Yes, the killer is in a silly, goofy mood. Yeah, he just wants to cause a little oopsie funny at this trial. Alright, but who's the prosecution? You or he's I don't know why. I thought he beat the prosecutor's bench, but just seeing his face, just like that was kind of a jump scare. Just seeing his face like in the middle like that. Your Honor. Your Honor, due to the circumstances, Miss Francisca Von Karma cannot appear in court today. What if Miles took her out? What if Miles is working with the killer? I don't know, that's kind of outlandish. I don't have any evidence to back that up, but... Or maybe he was contacted by the killer and to be like, you have to take this case. Oh, I missed this! I, Miles Edgeworth, will be taking her place. The prosecution is ready, naturally. Oh, I missed his smugness! Edgeworth, a jump scare, yes! There he is, back where he belongs. Not the right shoulder! That's ironic. Huh. Huh. Kinda funny. What if she wasn't actually shot and this is just a bullshit story? Cause why would she be shot in the exact same place as her father? I guess it's not impossible, but that seems a A little too much of a coincidence. Luckily, I have looked this case over and I'm familiar with the details. The prosecution seeks to prove the guilt of Mr. Matt on guard. The court acknowledges the prosecution? Right. I finally found the answer I was struggling for on my long journey this past year. He's doing a little soul-searching. By the time this case comes to an end, you too will know the answer. Oh yeah, because he was going on about there are some things you don't know about, whatever, I don't know. Now then, the prosecution would like to call its first witness. Please bring Detective Gumshoe to the witness stand. Aww! I bet Gumshoe's just waiting to hear Miles threaten to dock his pay, and it's gonna be like bittersweet. He was like, oh, I miss this old Edgy. Witness, your name and occupation. My name's Dick Gumshoe. Wait, where did that accent come from? My name's Dick Gumshoe, sir. That's not the accent I give him. I'm a detective down at the precinct for now. Oh, are you afraid he's gonna dock your pay again? Actually, like, not in like a sentimental way, but like, yeah. After this trial's over, I'm supposed to turn in my badge, sir. Uh-oh. Huh? Is this part of the, was he like, did Killer contact like everybody here and like make demands from them or something? The prosecution has no need for a depressed witness. Alright, Edgy. Take a look in the mirror. You clearly have some, things to work on, buddy. Lift your head up and face forward like a proud officer, Detective Dick Gumshoe. Yes, sir. Oh, my teeth. Now, let's have your testimony. If we want to explore the various facets of this case, we must start with that. Alright, get ready, Phoenix. This is gonna be one very rough fight. It would have to be with Edgeworth as my opponent, and I wouldn't have it any other way. The answer he was struggling for. Interesting. Show me this answer you finally found, Edgeworth. Alright, bare facts of the case. This murder happened after the Hero of Heroes award ceremony, sir. The victim, Juan Corrida, was found dead in his hotel room. After looking into the cause of death, we believe he was definitely murdered, sir. At first, we thought there was something suspicious about the empty guitar case. However, we later found out that the guitar case had nothing to do with the murder. Why are you so sure about that? I know there's like a water splash on one side, as if something was like washed off of it. After the award ceremony ended, the victim was alone in his room? Yes, sir. Both the victim and the defendant were went alone to their rooms, sir. This point, they're gonna take away his health insurance. No! Aww, poor Edgy. Gumshoe, not Edgy. Poor Gummy. Hi, Chris. How are you doing? How are you doing? I see, Mr. Wright. You may begin your cross-examination. All right. What's insurance? Good question. Good question. All right, let's do a save. Happened after the ceremony, found dead in the room. Okay. And why did you think that? Because it was empty, pal. Yeah, where is the guitar? The Jammin' Ninja doesn't go anywhere without his bright red guitar. And we couldn't find it anywhere at the scene of the crime. Oh, then how about this theory? A fan really wanted the guitar and did the crime to get it. How's that? Oh. You're tired, but that's normal? I'm doing alright. I have a job, I guess, sort of an interview, sort of like a practical assessment tomorrow. So, like, I'm looking forward to that. I'm kind of nervous, but I'm excited. I see you're graduating tomorrow. Your graduation's tomorrow. I hope that goes really well. I'm very proud of you. We thought of that too, but the only fingerprints on the guitar case were the victims. Only the victims, huh? I see. So much for my theory, then. Alright. It only has his fingerprints on it. Okay. After this month ends, it should be a lot easier to monitor. No worries! No worries. It's completely fine. No worries. How do you know it has nothing to do with the murder? What convinced you it had nothing to do with the case? The guitar wasn't at the Gatewater Hotel that night. Well then, where was it? The bright red guitar was eventually found at the TV studio. The victim, Juan Corrida, had apparently only taken the case with him, sir. So you mean he forgot to put the guitar inside the case? Yes, sir. Even when he was on stage for the ceremony, he didn't have his guitar. Huh, that's odd. Alrighty. Yeah, we need to escape from traps. I guess I'll just press everything. Would you please give us a brief timeline of what happened after the ceremony? Okay, pal. The ceremony started at 6 p.m. It ended around 8 p.m., and then there was a short break. The special post-ceremony show was supposed to start in the lobby 30 minutes later. And that's when the victim's body was found, correct? Which is to say, the murder occurred during that 30-minute break period, between 8 and 8:30. Alrighty. Was found dead in his room. The person who discovered the victim's body was Adrian Andrews, correct? Yeah. Who is this Adrian Andrews you're talking about? I've been so busy having the time to resub for Karma. Oh, for the Mafu emo! Oh, yeah! She's the defendant, Matt Ungard's manager. She's really pretty. She's a really pretty lady, sir. Oh. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's gonna be on the witness stand at some point. When the post-ceremony show was about to start, she went to get Mr. Ungard. After visiting his room, she next went to the victim's room to get him for the show, sir. Huh, and that's when she found the body. Oh yeah, we definitely believe he was murdered. This was definitely not an accidental stabbing. Oh yeah, the cause of death, wasn't that because Mr. Corda was stabbed in the chest? Only a careless amateur would believe something so brainless as— yeah, because it was like a butter knife in his chest. What was the real cause of death? Take a good hard look at the crime photo. Now, a real pro's attention would have been drawn here to this bandana. Oh, banana? Bandana, sir. That's the thing tightly wrapped around his neck, sir. His banana-scented bandana, haha. Oh no, you're the only one that still uses that, oh no. What about the knife? It seems to have been stuck in the victim's victim's chest on purpose after his death. Alright, do we even have an autopsy report? We do not. We don't— okay, there we go. Strangled with the scarf, there we go. Okay, BRB, no worries, no worries. I believe that is enough. First, the victim was choked to death with his bandana. Then, after the victim was dead, the killer deliberately stabbed him with a knife. Which brings me to my next point. Why then did the police arrest Matt Ungard? What fingerprints were on the bandana? Here it comes. Looks like Edgeworth's back in full swing. Here we go. Alrighty. Were there any fingerprints on the bandana? Matt Ungard and Juan Gorda were huge rivals with each other. They each thought the other guy was in his way. That's motive enough in my book. Hey, I'd never kill Edgeworth! As for evidence, there's the German ninja's button, which is ripped off the ninja costume and was found in Mr. Ungard's hakama. The defendant's fingerprints were all over the knife. The defendant bought the knife for the crime, which makes this a premeditated murder. No, that knife was taken from, like, the— I guess, like, the room service, like, silverware or something, because the one plate in his room was missing the knife. It just had the fork, and I'm guessing that's the knife used there. It was sort of sticky on the handle, so the fingerprints came out pretty clearly, sir. Gatewater. Yeah, it belongs to the hotel. He didn't buy the knife, it belongs to the hotel. That was found in the defendant's clothes, was it? And this button— is this button also covered in blood? Yes, and we know the blood on it is the victim's blood, sir. Alrighty. All this points very clearly to the defendant. Yes, it most certainly does, Your Honor. Ready to give in yet, Wright? No, you'd be disappointed in me if I gave in now. You can press as hard as you'd like. Just hurry up with your usual pointless questions. Oh, we're back to bickering! Oh! Alrighty. It's gotta be the knife. He didn't buy the knife for the murder. It belonged to the hotel. If the name Gatewater is on the hotel, it's gotta be that. Wait a second. What? So the basis of your argument that this is a premeditated murder is simply that my client bought a knife beforehand? That's right, Belle. The defendant did not buy this knife. You guys are stupid. Yeah, I love you, Gumshoe, but you suck at your job. Take a good look at the handle of this knife and you'll see what I'm talking about. Huh? It has Gatewater seal set in the handle. Gatewater? I think I've heard that name somewhere before. Yes, that's where I met Miss April May. Yeah, the hotel. The same hotel as before. Unless did they open another branch or something? Because the bellboy isn't going on about the hotel being like a haunted or whatever. Uh-oh. The murder knife was actually property of the hotel. It was not premeditated. Yes, that is very true. This is a very big... What is it, Mr. Ashworth? I'm sorry, but the defense is simply too careless. Oh, yes. I think whether... I like that he has this, like, little victorious theme song now. I think whether the crime was premeditated or not has already been determined. How so? I admit this knife is hotel property. There is no one currently on the police force that is dumb enough not to realize this. Oh, Gummy. Aw. Why are you whimpering in a public place like that, Gumshoe? The question is, where did this knife come from? Well, no, it had to have come from Engarde's room, because his plate was missing a knife. The victim ate a last meal before he was murdered. With that being the case, I would like to draw the court's attention to what is on top of the table. There's a knife there. There's a knife and fork on the table. Where in the world did this knife come from? Hey, I'm sorry! I'm sorry! Gumshoe? First he's smiling when he gets whipped in court by Francisca, and then he's just like, yeah, and now he's doing that. If it pleases the court, I would like for us to recall the room of the defendant, Mr. Matt Engarde. Yep, the knife is missing from his plate, especially what was on top of his table. There is something missing. Perhaps it is a single knife. We investigated the leftover dishes for fingerprints, and while we were investigating, we came to the conclusion that Mr. Matt Engarde's knife was missing. Uh-oh. Mr. Engarde had gone to the victim's room with the knife he had used during dinner. Why would he carry a knife on a visit? To kill, of course. And with that, I believe the prosecution has proven this was a premeditated murder. Amazing, Mr. Edgeworth. Absolutely brilliant, a brilliantly clear deduction. Oh, Edgy. This must be one of those traps and you just walked right into it. Oh. I bet he's still mad at Edgeworth for letting him think he was dead, huh? This is just us having a little public spat rather than a normal... This isn't just our usual banter in the courtroom. I feel like to the untrained eye it could seem like that, but nah. Phoenix is still a little bit resentful that Edgeworth hid the fact that he was alive. And yeah. They're just having a lover's quarrel. I can safely say that any further deliberation is a waste of your Honor's time. Although, I wouldn't mind if the defense were to present evidence not yet shown to the court. Oh. Evidence not yet shown. Evidence that the court hasn't seen yet. What does the defense have to say about this? New evidence? Does that include stuff in the court record? Or is this all stuff that's like already registered? Maybe one of these, but well, Phoenix, the judge is favoring the prosecution right now. If we answer with something wrong here, that gavel is his will be ringing out the sound of our defeat. Do you have something important and necessary to present to this court? Do we? I mean, I feel like a lot of this can be relevant, but... Photo of the crime scene. I don't even know. Important and necessary to present? Like, about what? You're gonna need to be more specific, buddy. The radio transceiver? Hey, somebody else will be killed if we don't get this guy acquitted, so maybe do that. I don't really have anything. I don't know how this... A tabloid article about the victim, and yeah, this. Maybe the tabloid for like a sort of, I don't know. Let's just see what happens if I say I do. Let's just see. I feel like I should, yeah. There's one. One piece. The one piece of evidence that catches my attention. Something this court has yet to see. Oh, jeez. I will say this one more time. I do not feel this trial needs to continue at all. Welcome back, Chris. Oh, you got the Mafia emotes! However, I'm giving you one chance, and only one. What the judges say, right, is don't try pulling one of your usual bluffs here. But I use, like, my entire health bar. Oh! Oh, no! Oh, no! It really is only one shot. What important evidence? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. No. An important piece of evidence that we haven't yet seen? The wine glass? I don't know. This is about, we've just really been like talking about the crime scene so far, so probably something to do with the crime scene. We've talked about the guitar. We haven't talked about this. Rip my health. Literally, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna get it wrong. I just know it. You know what? Take that. Oh, is that actually it? This is a wine glass, is it not? Please look at the photo of the crime scene one more time. Yeah, this was in this picture there. In-game and IRL. What? Because of my late-night caffeine? The scene is a mess because of the victim's struggle against his assailant. The vase was broken, his makeup is all over the floor. These were all things that were at one point sitting on top of the dresser. But why is that wine glass there? It had to have been planted there afterwards. This glass that is sitting on top of the dresser is mysteriously untouched. Have we checked this glass for fingerprints, maybe? The only thing that had not fallen over along with everything else is this wine glass. This piece of evidence is more than strange enough to warrant further consideration. What do you have to say? Well, yes, it is a little peculiar. My health. Yes, isn't it? I thought it was. You can stop looking at me with those puppy dog eyes of yours now. Mr. Edgeworth? What is it, Your Honor? Your opinion? Terminal illness. What? I don't have a terminal illness. I have chronic illness, not terminal. Because there is no special meaning to that glass. What? It's safe to say that the glass was set there after the crime scene took place, by the person who discovered the body, Adrian Andrews, for example. Why would she do that, though? What reason? What reason would she have to do that, though? Like, where the tomato juice is only in his room, so, like, she wouldn't bring that to his room. She clearly had gone to his fridge and gotten some juice from there. Like, ma'am. That does sound very plausible, Mr. Wright. I don't think it's possible with that. That's what I meant. No, it's okay. It's okay. Could she have set it down without thinking? No, there's no way. Because she wouldn't have carried it to his room. I'm so tired. Hey, it's okay. Yeah. Just my instinct and point with certainty. They might just fall for it if you're thought-provoking enough. The defense would like to challenge the prosecution's theory. We would like to see something that proves it was Miss Andrews who set the cup on the table. You've turned the situation on its head yet again, as usual. Mr. Edgeworth, do you have any proof to back up your claim? What if there are fingerprints on it? Oh. Unlike Mr. Wright, I never say anything unless I have the evidence to support it. Oh, the bickering. Oh, the bickering. This man across the aisle is my enemy. I don't know. You're not thinking hard enough today, right? Did you think this wine glass escaped my notice? Then, of course, and it has her fingerprints. Well, she wouldn't have just brought a tomato juice glass across the aisle. There were only bottles of that juice in Juan's room. I don't think there were any in Matt's room. So clearly she had to have gotten it from his fridge. There were only one set of fingerprints left on this wine glass. They were not the victims nor the defendants. Rather, they were one Adrian Andrews. So she set up the crime scene. She has to have done it. That is why I said the person who had discovered the body had left it there. Are we done here, Mr. Wright? She discovered the body maybe because she made the body. Miss Andrews was probably holding the glass when she went to see Mr. Colima. But upon seeing his dead body, she was stunned and set the glass down on the dresser. What you just said makes a lot of sense. Now do you see, Wright? You can't change any part of my scenario, as it explains everything all too well. Here we are again in the middle of the I thought long and hard this past year about what it means to be a prosecutor. But Phoenix has thought long and hard about you, too. I'm sorry. And from here on out, I will show you the answer I have come to discover. I have a newfound purpose in my life. I think the prosecution has provided enough evidence for me to enter my verdict. Oh, what's your new purpose? Is it to destroy Phoenix? Unfortunately, I cannot allow you to pass judgment yet. The prosecution has yet another witness we would like to keep the— Oh no. You don't want to hear from that woman. Great vegetables. You don't want to hear from that woman. Please, unless it's Adrian Andrews you're putting on the stand, but... I don't know why. Yeah, literally, Kyle, yeah. I feel like I have to look for every single innuendo in this game that I can. Like, with these two, how can I not? Bailiff, please bring in the next witness. Uh-oh. If it's her... Edgeworth, why are you sounding thrilled to put her on the witness stand? I know you hate her guts. Has there been an opportunity for good quotes? Maybe? There probably has. My boyfriend's in jail. Alright. Now then, witness, please state your name and occupation. Oh, jeez. Alright, he's already gonna pop a forehead vein. Witness, your name and occupation. Oh, she's going pew pew pew. Oh my god. There she goes. Gotcha. Oh boy. Edgeworth, why did you think it was a good idea to put her on the stand? It's all— I know you probably think it helps your case, but it's only gonna give you a headache. Oh, Edgy boy, it's been what? A year since we last met, hasn't it? You should be more happy to see me. Oh, he's not happy to see you, buddy. Whoops. I saw the report with her testimony, but who knew— Oh! He didn't know it was her! Oh no! Oh no! It was the Wicked Witch of the Witness Stand! Oh no! Oh no! This is the worst day of his life. I tell you, this time I know what I'm supposed to do. So today, I'm going to tell you anything and everything. Even things that don't have to do with that terrible crime. Please don't, ma'am. Miss Witness, that terrible crime is all this court needs to know. Good catching up with you. No worries, Chris, no worries. Have a good night. Shush, I'm talking to my dear Edgy Wedgie right now. Don't interrupt us, Gramps. Only I can call him that. No, 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 please, by all means, interrupt her, please! Oh, Oh, I love seeing this man lose his cool. I will keep her around just to see Edgeworth just irritated like this. Like, I love him, but I want to see him irritated. I want to experience a little schadenfreude. Look at your stream. Yes. Him. And anyway, witness your testimony, please.
It's true what they say, that youth are hot-headed nowadays. Not that I mind at all, Edgy. Now then, what should I start with?
The witness was on security detail at the hotel on the night of the murder.
Is this correct, Miss Oldbag?
Oh no.
It was a great job being able to see my dearie Ron. It was almost too much for my little heart to handle.
You mean you were a fan of the victim?
Look, everyone is crazy over that on God, saying he's cute in a fresh way or something.
Is it fresher than a spring breeze?
But not me. I wouldn't say anything so silly. After all, I have no interest in a little child like him. I'm only interested in a real man, Juan Corrida.
They were the same age.
Anyway, as I was saying, I was pacing in front of his room that night.
Very well. Please tell the court what you witnessed the night of the murder.
Leave it to me, Eddie.
Oh my god. The worst part of like her little mannerisms and whatnot, she's baby girlifying Edgeworth. And I do the same thing. Like, when she does it, it's like, lah. But when I do it, it's fine. Hello, Banana. How are you doing? How's it going?
Anyway, after the ceremony, I went to pace in the hallway in front of his room.
Okay, stalker much?
There was something I was interested in finding out, you know. Well, since I was on the job, I made sure to keep a good eye out the whole time. That's when someone showed up. It was a man coming out of poor Juan's room. It was on guard, Matt on guard. He was trying to sneak his way out of Juan's room.
Alrighty. So Mr. On Guard came out from the victim's room.
See? It has to be him. He's the murderer.
Alrighty. Pretty good. You graduated. Congratulations! Oh my god, all my mods are graduating. I feel like a proud mother. I'm doing alright. I have a job interview assessment thing tomorrow, so I'm a little nervous but excited for that. Alright, cross-examination time.
Anyway,
you went to pace around his room. I wonder what for. Miss Oldbag, what was your post on that night? You have big news? Ooh.
The lobby. I was supposed to help set up the stage for that trifling show, but I refused to help. I'll have you know. It was that lead-headed samurai show.
Oh wow, very unprofessional, man.
I even took out a few of the nails.
Alright, sabotaging his show, yeah.
Besides, that manager with the glasses seemed to be working hard at it without me.
Do I know Offline TV? I don't think so. I don't think I've heard that name.
So I thought I'd take a break and spread my wings a little.
And that's when you went to hang around the victim's door?
There was something you wanted to find out?
Does it have something to do with the alleged affair, maybe?
It's not some little thing I could just go around telling everyone, you know. It's top secret between me and Juan. And Edgy Poo, of course.
Do I know Sukuna? Yes, I have heard of them. Yes, I do know those names. I don't think I've ever watched them, but I do know those names. Mr. Edgeworth, what is this thing she was interested in?
I have no idea. I despise gossip, Your Honor. But should it prove relevant, we can always have it appended to her testimony later.
Alrighty. Probably something to do with the tabloid story. Alright. Did you stay there the whole time? Weren't you slacking off, though? You say you were on the job, but we were slacking off, right? Do I know some Genshin? Yeah, I know a couple of the bigger ones, like Dish, Envy, Tenha, the ones like that.
I have no idea. I wasn't born so I could count things for those who didn't pay attention in class. That's why ever since I turned 20, I quit keeping track of how old I really am.
Oh, I love. Is that why your age is a question mark? Young at heart. Yes, them. Is there big news about them? Yes, well, that would explain why our age was not included in the report. Yeah, Old Bag is not a person. She is a concept. She does not age. She was just born she was born looking like whatever she is right now. She came fresh out of the womb as like an old lady, and she's been that way her entire life. But yeah, you saw someone. It was a man coming out of Juan's room. Who in the world was that?
I'm not allowed to say. This sort of information has to be carefully guarded from the masses, Sonny.
There's a 3-day Conquest Festival happening June 2nd through 4th, and offline TV plus a lot of Genshin creators are coming in. Oh my god, you're meeting them! That's actually amazing! Oh my god, that's incredible! I hope you have an amazing time. That sounds like so much fun. Yeah, I hope you have a great time there.
The man that came out of the room? I'm too scared. I can't say his name out loud.
Man, you were on witness for a murder. This could help us reach a verdict. Oh my god, yes. Oh man, I kind of want Francisca here right now, honestly. I want to see how she would handle Old Bag.
It was a late graduation gift.
Oh my god, that's great.
Well, I guess I can tell you since he was such a bad boy anyway. It was on guard. Not on guard.
You saw my client, are you sure about that?
Yesy.
Really?
Annoying brat. When I say I saw someone, I saw that person.
Well, yeah, you thought you saw the Steel Samurai. You thought you saw Will Powers in his costume last year, but you clearly didn't. Yeah, you literally thought that was him in a costume. Raiden's VA, oh my god, and Yatko? Oh my god, that's great! But yeah, the people who created my pandemic. Alright. Were they also in a costume, maybe?
What a troublesome man you are, really, as if something like that matters.
What if we were in a costume? That thing?
That gaudy thing he's always wearing, that racing jacket.
Oh, that?
That thing's meant for nothing but seducing women out of their pantaloons. Men.
Oh, jeez. Was it relevant in any way? It has to be. Yeah, it has to be. Of course it was important to Your Honor. Then perhaps you'd like to point out what part of that testimony was important? Your Honor, I request what the witness said about the jacket be appended to her testimony. Okay.
Well, I don't like to badmouth anyone without reason, but if I must...
Maybe it's a different part of the testimony. About what the face, or what he was wearing. Can I, like, repress that? I want to repress that and see if there's there's a cosplay thing as well. Oh my god, that sounds cool. Can I, repress and, are you sure he was wearing that? Uh-huh. I hope I didn't mess up. I don't think she's lying. Uh-oh. That's how the human mind works. It has a tendency to jump off topic. Hello, Adalia, welcome! How are you doing? Thank you for being here. Yeah, she's a sweet old lady. I don't know, I feel like... I didn't know if there would be other pieces of, if a different thing, if I had said, like, the face or what they were carrying. You saw it? You said you did? Yeah. Press harder. Oh. Oh, I guess I need to press the racing jacket. No, I did that, didn't I? I feel like I might have messed up, actually. Will I be streaming Genuine release? Well, yeah, wait, he comes out tomorrow, right? Or, like, in a few days? Probably not. I don't plan on pulling for him since I, just pulled Sela. And right now, I think I'm waiting for Silverwolf. Yeah, I think he comes out tomorrow. Oh, okay. No, I wasn't going to. I know a lot of people are super excited for him, but I'm waiting for Silverwolf, or maybe Luocha as well. I mean, I really want Silverwolf because I'm attached to Brony, and Kafka, yeah. I'm saving for Silverwolf and Kafka. But yeah, I love Bronya in all her forms, and I want Brony, Haxor Bunny, Silverwolf, whatever name she goes by now. Yeah. You're saving for the legendary trio? Who's the legendary trio? Who is this trio? But Luocha also seems like very useful. Branya, Kiana, and Wright and May. Yeah! Oh my god, if we get Kiana and May XPs, that'd be great. Although Pela seems like a baby May. Pela looks just like Wright and May to me. But yeah. I may see if I can get Luocha after Silver Wolf, but I don't know. We'll see, we'll see. Are you sure the defendant was wearing a racing jacket?
What do you think?
Oh yeah, you sure he was wearing it? Huh. Something you were interested in finding out. So it's probably not the right part of the testimony. It was something she was interested in finding out. Maybe it has something to do with this. No? Alright, do I have alert commands? I do, yes, I do. Alright. Something you were interested in finding out. I just thought it would have something to do with that.
Damn brat! I'll sue!
Oh, sue!
We are in a courtroom. Something... God, I feel like I might have messed up with the red jacket thing. And I saved after, adding that to the testimony. When I repress, that doesn't... Oh my god. Who was that? Oh yeah. Yeah, I can't change the thing. Did I, like, make a mistake? Because I wonder what would happen if I said if you saw his face or what he was carrying. I thought this would be another instance of her seeing someone in a costume, you know? This flashy racing jacket. I don't... Wait a minute! This was found in his samurai costume, though. Yeah, he couldn't have been wearing the jacket. Yeah, the jacket was not worn. There we go.
What? Don't say my name for no reason.
Do you know what this is?
Ah, it's button number 2 on the Jim and Ninja's costume.
Now I know she's an obsessed fan. She identified it. Wow.
Give it here.
You want it when it's covered in his blood? Ma'am, are you okay? Shirley is a diehard fan, yeah. This button was discovered on Mr. Enguarde's body during a full-body search.
See? This button proves beyond a shadow of a doubt it was that rascal on guard.
It was caught up in the pleats of the Nickel Samurai Hakama pants.
See? And on guard is the Nickel Samurai.
But you said you saw a red jacket. Now, it may just be me and I do have an active imagination, but now, didn't you say that you saw the defendant, Matt Enguarde, was wearing his usual racing jacket?
I'm so sorry. Sorry that you judge people based on what they wear. If I wore the trendiest dress of all, my god.
Oh my god. Alright, just let her go. Alright. Witness, shut up. So what you saw in actuality was not Mr. Enguarde the man, but Mr. Enguarde the Nickel Samurai?
But when you think about it, they're really one and the same anyway.
This literally is like a repeat of her claiming to see in the Steel Samurai, but it wasn't actually Will in the costume. Miss Oldbag, this is a very important point we're talking about.
Edgy Pooh, don't you think so too?
Well, this might be something worth considering. Just say it's important and agree with me for a change. No, you're fighting, Phoenix. Think carefully and try to remember as much as you can before you'll testify.
All right, if you insist.
Oh boy. Who did you see?
On guard! Yes, now I remember. The Nickel Samurai. That's right, it was the Nickel Samurai who I saw. It would have been convenient for him to wear his costume during the murder. He had to go to that post-ceremony stage show right after the crime, you know. So he must have worn that nickel samurai costume when he was stabbing poor Juan.
Oh boy. I knew you'd say he was inside that costume.
What? Did you think there could have been someone else inside that costume? Don't be a bad little boy thinking such rude things.
This literally is like what happened last year, ma'am.
Oh, I told you there's no way it was anyone else. Because I said so, and what I say is the truth.
Oh my god. Ma'am. Alrighty. On guard! Alrighty. Now you'll remember. Would you please get on with your testimony?
Watch your language, young man. What sort of a tone is it to take that with your elder? My youthfulness isn't what it used to be, so you should forgive me for everything.
Oh my god, ma'am. Please stop.
A striking figure by the sea, standing all alone as he's the nickel samurai.
Is that a... Oh god, she's singing. Witness, I'll give you a piece of gum later if you'll be good and stick to the facts. Oh my god, yeah, train her like a puppy. Right? I'll be sending the bill for the chewing gum to your office at a later date. Oh my god. Okay. Be a little more careful with your testimony, please. Yeah, not too long ago you said the racing jacket, and now he's not. I guess he does have like kind of like the red points, kind of looking like his jacket on the nickel samurai costume, but you should be able to tell the difference, ma'am.
Not too long ago. Then let me ask you this. When you were itty-bitty, what was your grand dream?
Huh?
What did you want to be when you grew up, whippersnapper?
I wanted to be a lawyer so I could meet Ed. Well, I guess he didn't want to be a lawyer until he learned that Edgeworth was a lawyer. Well, I wanted to be Judge Wagner, hero of the public's court. He's not gonna tell you his like little pining backstory in front of the court. Nah.
See? And look at where you are now. You're not Judge Wagner, are you? Are you?
Well,
what I said earlier, who puts any weight under things like that? And now is everything. I can't be held responsible for the past.
Oh my god. This is a very theatrical court, buddy.
All that matters is the man inside the costume.
Oh my god, I got an achievement for that. Would have been convenient for him. It's a pretty chonky costume.
That way, no one could see his face, of course.
But there's still no advantage for him that I can see. In fact, you would think the costume would make him stand out all the more.
You're such an annoying child, you know that? You disagree with everything I say.
Oh my god.
I got it! Maybe it was more troublesome for him to change in and out of his costume.
Was he wearing his costume in the award ceremony? Yeah. Was there anyone else scheduled to appear at the post-ceremony show?
Well, all the contestants were supposed to go on stage in a friendly gesture thing.
And that included the gym and ninja?
Of course it included him. That's why when On Guard came out of dear Juan's room, I didn't give it a second thought.
Huh.
Well, anyway.
So let me ask you one last time. The person you saw really was the Nickel Samurai?
As showy as ever. Haven't I been saying that from the very beginning?
Can I throw in the tell yet? There's a contradiction in the testimony. Huh. Stabbing. En garde. Huh. Wait, the costume during the murder? This be the autopsy report? I mean, we say he was stabbed afterwards, but the autopsy report says the cause of death was strangling. I don't know. The cause of death was strangling. But it also, the autopsy report does also say he was stabbed, so that's like not really. Oh boy. He had to go to the post-ceremony stage show. Everyone was supposed to be there. Yeah, why wasn't Juan there then? Huh. Alrighty. Yeah. You're absolutely sure it was him? Hmm. Huh. Hmm. Why would that be convenient? So no one can see his face? Yeah. Hmm. He had to... Wait, was there no blood found on his costume, though? I mean, I don't have his costume in evidence. Wait a minute. This post-ceremony show, is this about the press conference? Okay. This is the press conference after the post-ceremony show. And Juan didn't, or no, Matt Ungar didn't know about the press conference. I mean, I think he knew about the post-ceremony show, but not the press conference, I believe. I don't know. If this isn't it, I'll reload, because, like, I'm starting to get a little low on health. Oops, oh, I didn't mean to press. I meant to... Was anyone else scheduled to appear? Everyone, yeah. But then this press conference, too. Probably is not gonna be this, but, yeah, I didn't think. He had to go to the post-ceremony stage show right after, and everyone was supposed to be there. And so he must have worn the costume when stabbing him. Wouldn't there have been blood on the Nickel Samurai costume then, though? Yeah, I didn't think it was gonna be that again, like... Huh. Hmm. Yeah. Oh, she's just, oh yeah, this thing. Oh yeah, the racing jacket, yep. Oh boy. This, yeah. I said earlier, the now is everything. Oh my god. A man in the costume. He had to go to the post-ceremony show, so he had to have worn the costume during the crime. Wait, there's gloves on the, there's gloves as part of the costume, right? And he wouldn't leave fingerprints on the knife if he had the gloves on. Is that it? There we go. Yeah. Please take a look at this.
Yeah, so it's a knife. Big deal. If you're trying to scare me with that, I'll have you know it won't work.
No, no, that's not my intention at all. That's the knife that was used in the murder, correct? Oops. You don't even have to ask. It's because the defendant's fingerprints are on it.
Is that what you're driving at?
That is exactly what I'm driving at. What are we driving at, and whose car are we driving? If Mr. On Guard is really in the Nickel Samurai costume at the time of the murder, it's impossible for his fingerprints to have been left on the knife. He would have wiped off all previous fingerprints on it. Because he has gloves! Oh, that's right. The Nickel Samurai wears gloves, doesn't he? Just like a certain other person that I'm thinking of who wears gloves. Everything reminds me of him!
He probably took his gloves off before he began the stabbing.
And why would he do something like that? To leave his prints on the murder weapon? There is no way he would do something like that.
However, there is one possibility.
Then let's hear your possibility. Ooh, they were doing a little back and forth like that. I like to imagine that their faces are actually getting closer to the point where they're about to kiss, and then they back off like this.
The defendant went to the victim's room while in costume as the Nickel Samurai. At that time, the defendant had no intent to murder.
But wasn't your whole case about it being premeditated, though? Yeah, wasn't your whole case about this? You were trying to prove that this was a premeditated murder, and now you're saying that's not what happened here? You're switching up your stories, edgy boy.
He's probably just going to relax and talk with the victim about the stage show. Which is why he took his gloves off.
But the murder still did take place.
It's well known that there was bad blood between the defendant and the victim.
Yes, I have heard that before. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you have to say about his theory? It goes like this. When the defendant went to the victim's room, he had no intention of killing him. Now, up to this point, are there any problems? When he went to his room, he had no intention of killing him. I'll say no contradictions with that. But if you— oh, yeah. Oh, okay. It goes like this. He had no intention of killing him. Think a little more. I mean, there's a contradiction in what Edgeworth was saying earlier. This theory contradicts something in an earlier testimony.
What are you babbling about?
For argument's sake, let's suppose Mr. On Guard was the killer. If that's the case, I think it's impossible for the killer to have gone to the victim's room without intent. Oh yeah, the knife was brought there. The knife was brought there. It wasn't from the victim's room. This knife, alright. Before I continue, I actually have to pee. So, I will be back very shortly, I promise. Here. But I'll play this song for you, Kyle. And back! Alright, let's go back to the trial. Yeah! Alrighty. This knife. This was used by Mr. On Guard at dinner. Yeah, why would he bring that? It was not found from... Yeah. Which means my client was, in fact, the killer. Then he brought this knife with him when he went to visit Mr. Corda. And, the only other person who was in, his room was Adrian in, On Guard's room, I mean. Yeah. I suppose. However, you just said it yourself. At that time, the defendant had no intent to murder. If that were true, then why would he bring a knife? He wouldn't he? Which means, Mr. Edgeworth, your theory was flawed from supposition 1. Why is Old Man kind of cheeked up in that costume? Who said that? If the murderer was wearing the costume at the time of the murder, there should be glove marks on the knife. True. True. Man, the word true has been ruined for me because of Adachi True. And that brings me to my final point. This knife was planted by the real killer to hide their identity and mislead us. Order! Oh my god! Yawn. Was this knife really planted by the killer? Oh, both, actually. Probably, I feel like it could be both of these. To frame him with his prints? I mean, the autopsy would have found out the murder method anyway, so probably to frame him. Is to frame my client. To frame... Aren't you forcing the interpretation just a little too hard on this one? We just established that the witness saw the Nickel Samurai in costume, and if that were true, there shouldn't have been a single fingerprint on this knife. Ooh, he's growling! Witness! He's roaring.
Looks like I've made your life a tiny bit more difficult, huh, Angie Boo?
Lie! He's roaring! Witness, did you or did you not really see the Nickel Samurai?
Well, I guess I might have forgotten, but...
Are you saying you mixed up Mr. On Guard with the Nickel Samurai? Oh! Oh my god, Kyle! Thank you so much for the sub! Thank you so much!
But, I mean, I can't really do anything about that now. Look, I was waiting around in front of the doors because, well, I wasn't waiting around for the Nickel Samurai, that's for sure.
Are we getting to the tabloid story now? She was waiting for Juan, obviously.
That's top secret to anyone outside of security.
Unless her and Lada were, like, working together to get this scoop. Yeah, were you waiting for Juan Corda?
The way you think, you're a sad amateur with a terrible case of nearsightedness.
Amateur? Me? Oh, what am I an amateur of? She's waiting around in front of the victim's room. If not for Juan, then maybe for Lada. Because Lada would have been around the room at that time, too. Or even Adrian. Probably even Adrian. You were waiting around for... Oh, this person to come out of the victim's room. Adrian, probably. Yeah. Because you were interested in the story of their affair. Who is this person? This is Adrian Andrews, Mr. On God's manager. But why would the defendant's manager be in the victim's room? It seems that this is the latest rumor in circulation, Your Honor. I don't deal with this kind of stuff. I don't... These trivial gossip. I'm above it. Oh boy. And this manager with the initials AA, are you saying it's the Ace Attorney? Without a doubt, the witness thought so as well. But she was in On Guard's room.
Looks like you found me out. Well, that's fine. I can throw away this whole sworn to confidentiality stuff then.
Who swore you to confidentiality? Was it Lata? Uh-oh, I've got a very bad feeling.
I got some information. Some very secret information from a certain source. So that's why I was doing my own little investigation. In secret, of course.
Oh, can you hear my dogs barking downstairs? I hear my little beagles howling downstairs. They probably see something outside and are losing their minds over it. What for?
Well, just for myself. Personal reasons and all that.
Were you trying to get rid of Adrian so you could have Juan all to yourself? Were you trying to plan a murder? Well, Mr. Edgeworth, how will you proceed from here? I really don't want to do this. However, I cannot simply let this point slide. Alright, please testify about this secret information. Oh boy. Boy. Yeah, we can all handle this, ma'am. Secret information.
That Ungard is one evil, evil man. He thought he could ruin poor Juan by causing a huge scandal. So, to do that, he sent his own manager to get in close with Juan. I can't condone such dirty old tricks, so I took action. Oh, and this is top secret, you got that? Nobody else but you and me know yet, okay?
Lotta knows, so yeah.
What? Nobody's above gossip. And isn't there a saying the truth is never pleasant?
Okay. Oh, what about this Adrian Andrews person? We have looked into this matter and found the truth the article proposes is in fact baseless gossip. But should this be true, this proves that the defendant did bear ill will towards the victim. Alright. Oh boy.
That's right. Ungard is nothing but your average foul-blooded youth.
Oh jeez, you gotta burn old bags with fire. Let's go. I mean, Adrian herself said, like, I don't do intimate relationships, which I get it, but... You think... yeah.
You're a dim-witted one, aren't you? I can't believe you don't know what a scandal is.
Yeah, it was the show about Olivia Pope, right? Starring Kerry Washington?
Honestly, what are they teaching kids in middle school these days?
I wasn't asking what the word scandal means. Yes, I know what a word means.
That Ungard can win a monopoly on popularity.
You said his manager. How do we know that? You don't have any proof that Mr. Ungard did any such thing.
You must be suffering from shock, the shock of hearing the truth. And now, since you're in so much shock, you can't do anything right.
I can't do anything, but I wish I could do something about you. Oh my god, what do you mean by that, Phoenix? You mean, like, shut her up permanently?
Alright, Sonny, show me what you've got. Can you show me proof that Ungard didn't bear any ill will towards Juan?
I don't think I have anything at the present, to be honest. I don't have anything of that at the moment, so yeah.
Cool. See, just as I thought, and you were lecturing at me about saying things without proof.
Well, I just want to press whatever else you have to say. Alright. So you took action. What do you mean?
Like I already told you, I was lying in wait close to the crime scene. Well, once that slimy woman came out of Juan's room, I was going to capture her and teach her a good lesson. Something you youngins need.
You were going to teach her a good lesson?
I was going to make her eat the damaging beams of my ray gun. Pew pew pew.
Were you? Oh my god.
Well, it was too bad that woman didn't come through the door that night.
Nobody else knows? You just confessed it to the court, ma'am.
But I'm a busy woman. Tea time with the kids is over.
Secret information no one else knows yet? That's true, then how do you know this secret information?
Huh? Well, that's because I'm a pro. Ha-ha. It's a secret. Even if you drilled a hole into my brain, you'll never find out.
Let's press further, but I think it's gonna be Lotta. Yeah, if you don't be a good girl and tell me where you got this secret information, you won't get to go home today.
Reggie Pooh, what are you doing? Help me!
What do I have to do with this?
Just do this for me, you'll get your reward.
I don't want your reward, but you don't leave me much of a choice. The witness could have gotten her information from anywhere. It's even possible it was spontaneously made up inside the witness's head. As long as we don't know where this information came from, it's quite a waste of time to focus on this line of questioning. She probably got the info from Lotta. We're gonna bring Lotta back in here? What if I try pressing that again and, let's try this. I do have Lotta in the court record, yeah, okay. So no one else is supposed to know this secret information, correct? If it's true, then why do you know?
Oh, why are you looking at me like that? Stop that!
I hate to say it, but this is how you came to acquire the secret info. Oh, wait a minute! Maybe she took Lotta's camera! Ooh, maybe she's the camera thief! Maybe it's gonna be the camera rather than Lotta herself. She's the camera thief! The investigative photographer, Lotta Hart. Oh yes, I remember that mischievous girl. She reported that she had lost a certain note she had written to herself. She reported such a thing? On that piece of paper, she had written down some of her, impressions about the relationship between the victim and Miss Andrews.
What? Outrageous ideas, you say?
No, I said impressions.
Then everything written on this paper.
Oh, piece of paper. Ooh, you exposed yourself, old bag. Gotcha.
This is something completely different. This is my top secret list of groceries.
Nah, I don't think, no. Then are you the one who took Miss Hart's note?
I'm a huge fan of wines, that's why. That infamous puffy-haired whippersnapper. She's working with that evil on guard. She said so herself. On guard, I'm his sidekick. She was so happy, smiling like a silly duck. I was only checking what she had written.
Huh? Well, you just confessed to theft.
Edgy poo, you believe me, don't you?
No.
I was only trying to help out like the angel I am. It's only one little piece of paper. I've never taken anything before.
You really should come with a supply of cheese to match your Edgeworth! God damn, Edgeworth with the jokes! Ooh, you know it's bad when even he's making jokes at your expense. Well, it just was only a piece of paper. But what was on the piece of paper? She looks sorry. Pile on more pressure. I'll find some way to inflict a deafening blow to the prosecution. Witness, you said that only thing you stole was that note. Is this correct?
Stole? Why don't you listen more carefully, you annoying brat?
The tabloid article was in... It wasn't just a note. There was a tabloid article inside the camera case, too.
I saved this piece of paper from the terrible, lonely trash can, that's all.
You're lying, damn it! And I can prove it.
Are you putting my credibility under scrutiny again?
This old bag? Oh, jeez. I don't believe that the note is the only thing you stole that night. The article was inside it. Oh, is that not it? Shit. Rather than the witness's credibility, perhaps you should be worrying about your legal standing, or should I say, failings? Oh, okay. Alright. Well, the case was in the... I did present the camera already. Is this it again? Oh, it is it again, okay. So I guess could I have presented for the previous one? Could I have presented Lotta's profile or the camera? I thought I was just like a little, like, there because of I presented the camera case for the last one, and I was like, they wouldn't do that twice in a row, would they? But mayhaps, yeah. That note was with the camera inside its case, wasn't it? A camera? Yesterday, Lotta Hart was raising a huge stink over her camera. She kept saying something like, my sweetie, 1600 camera disappeared on me. Witness, you stole. If you have the note, then it's only logical that you have the camera too.
Looks like you found me out again, Sonny. Is this the camera you're looking for?
Yep.
Even though I look like this, I'm still a person, you know.
Oh my god, there she goes again. That's theft. You basically just admitted to theft in a court of law, so can she be prosecuted for that?
Slimebag celebrity photographer extraordinaire. Well, when I saw that, I had to know what sort of picture she had taken. I'm a professional security guard. It's my business to know these things.
Bailiff, check this camera's photos. Hurry! We must examine them at once. Look at these photographs! Well, Mr. Edgeworth, what do we have? There is only one photo that seems to be relevant to this case. Please present it to the court. The nickel samurai going out of the victim's room, it seems.
See, I told you that's the guy I saw.
This proves that the witness was not lying earlier about this matter. Okay. What does this all mean, Mr. Edgeworth? This photo by itself, oops, my bad. In his confession, Mr. Angard clearly stated that, at the time of the murder, he was still in his nickel samurai costume. If that is the case, then this nickel samurai is... What, are there multiple costumes, or... But that doesn't necessarily show him going in and out of a room, but I guess if Old Bag saw that, then that would make the most sense, yeah. How did it come to this? I think this brings us to the end. We have examined every piece of evidence thoroughly. Final comments, Mr. Wright? Uh-oh. It can't be decisive evidence. We still can't see his face. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This photo that Lotta took. There has to be something strange. Cause wasn't the button found in his costume? There has to be. The button should have been found in his costume.
I knew this was coming, Wright.
Your thoughts, Mr. Edgeworth?
I think we can all agree there is nothing strange with this photo. There is no way for the defense to debunk this photo, even with the bunker buster.
Is that what you're planning to do, Mr. Wright? Yes. Look at the photo one more time. Do you really believe you can honestly find something wrong with this photo? Then you should only need one chance, correct? Uh-oh, I will lose all my health. Where did she take this photo from anyway? It's all out of focus. Lotta. Oh boy, what about the photo is strange? There were a bunch of bears. The button was found in his outfit, right? But we can't see the button here. It's this person here, of course. You mean the nickel samurai? And what is wrong with that? At the time of the murder, Mr. Angard was in his own room.
Objection!
Oh my god. If you think that's all it takes, you should reconsider your choice of occupation. Oop. I think it's about time you retired. I'm a young man. Looks like there was no problem with this photo after all.
The problem was the brain of that lawyer, Your Honor.
Ooh, the boys are fighting. Oh, come on! Oh, come on. This can't be the end. Alright, well, we're reloading. Alright, we'll reload. But the button was not in the thing. The button. Because it was found... Yeah, there's no visible button in the outfit there. Can I, like, look at the picture a little closer? Huh. Good. What would be the weird thing about it? has to be something strange with it. What if there's nothing? I just want to see what happens if I say this. I just want to see what happens if I were to say this. I have done nothing to alter this picture either, in case you're wondering, right? Was that it? Is this really alright with you, Phoenix? Well, there's nothing wrong with this photo that I can... Try again! Alright, do anything to prolong the trial, okay. There has to be something strange. Please address me with your comment afterwards. This can't wait. Oh, let me guess, you're going to point out some peculiarity with this photo? What? Why didn't you say so earlier? There's something strange. I knew this was coming, right? Okay. Oh yeah, this. Okay, so this would have happened no matter what. Okay. This is Juan's room with the bears all outside. What is it? Is it the fact that I mean, I already pointed at him and that wasn't anything. I mean, if he stabbed him, wouldn't there be blood on him? Or if he, like, knocked over a vase or something, wouldn't there be... God, I don't know. Something with the door? I don't know. You know what? I'm just grasping at straws here. You think somewhere around here? I think. Am I saying something you all are not? Was that not it? Yeah. Oh boy. Oh my god. I'm like confused. I am confused. The flowers or the bear? I like... There's gotta be something weird in it. I'm genuinely confused. I don't know. The bear. Oh boy. I literally am I'm confused. There has to be something strange about it. I already pointed at him because I thought like the button would have been found like in his costume. I'm not seeing the button on him right there, but I already pointed at him and that's not it. There's no button. I already did this. This person, yeah.
Objection!
I already did this. So I'm literally confused. The angle? But so maybe the door being the other way or something? I don't know. I'm genuinely confused. I don't know. Why is this part like covered?
Take that!
Oh my god, I'm genuinely so confused. I literally do not know. I hope I'm not going down the wrong path or something, I don't know. I don't even know! I'm genuinely confused. I'm just pointing at everything and anything and everything at this point. Oops, I actually am stumped here. The flowers? I literally don't even know. I'm trying to think of the kind of flowers he had outside his room. I'm so sorry, I'm like stumped. Once I figure it out, I'm gonna like be like slapping myself. Oh my god! I literally feel stuck. Did I go down like the wrong path? Is this like impossible or something? Or am I just stupid? What is so odd about this? I pointed at the flowers, like... I already pointed at him, but shouldn't there be like a bloody button in the outfit? And I can't see it here, so like... I don't know, the fact that there's no blood on the floor, maybe? I don't know. I literally don't even know. Oh yeah, I think I need a hint. I feel like I need a hint, because I am stuck. I'm stumped. The killer, blah, 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 blah. Is it the gloves? I mean, we already talked about him wearing gloves. Like the costume having gloves and therefore not being able to leave fingerprints. It's not gonna be the glove, is it? Because we've already discussed the gloves. Is this person? Oh my god! Yeah, I need a hint. I need a hint. Like, I'm afraid to look up, like, the guy because I don't want to see, like, spoilers for, like, what comes next. But I need a hint. I don't know, the sign on the door? My brain is dead. My brain is dead. I'm loading up this other file. When we got the... Oh, that's from like way back in the past, from the wine glass. But there has to be something strange, and I literally don't even know what! The button should be on him, if that's him coming out of the room, right? Oh my god, I'm genuinely so stumped. I need a hint. If anybody has a hint, like, please send it my way. I'm literally just gonna be clicking around everywhere. The answer is very similar to the costume evidence in the Steel Samurai trial. So about something involving the sizing. The pants are dragging. There we go. Thank you, Kyle. Thank you. Yeah, the pants are too big. Thank you. If you could see this person's ankles, that'd be one thing. Thank you, I appreciate it. What does that mean? The costume in this photo could not have been Mr. On Guard. What is the meaning of this?
I wonder if you would care to elaborate with actual facts, that is. Let's take a look at the Nickel Samurai's poster.
You can see his feet. His dogs are out. He's letting them breathe. his socks. You can see his socks. Exactly. However, in this photo, the Nickel Samurai is clearly holding up his Hakama just to walk. Somebody smaller than on guard. The person in this costume is clearly much shorter than the defendant. Yeah! Alright, we did it. That's curious. Also, I'm saving before I have to redo that. Edgeworth is unusual. Oh, he's just letting the trial run itself, as if he's only along for the ride. I can only guess. Oh, he has a lot of counterattacks up his sleeve, huh? Mr. Edgeworth, where does this leave us? If the person in this photo is not Matt on guard, then everything the prosecution has tried to prove has become meaningless. I figured it would come to this. Of course you did. You planned out everything, huh? Right. I have something I want to ask you. I think you have proven that the person inside this costume is not Matt on guard. In that case, who is this a photo of? I mean, at the moment, Adrian is probably our best suspect. Are we really gonna solve this murder in one day? Because, that's what the person, that's what the killer wants. I guess, are we gonna have more plot after this case is wrapped up? What you should be focused on is Edgeworth's attitude. Haha. Yeah. Why is he so calm? Gotta get under his skin. Who is the person in this photograph? Our number one suspect right now would be Adrian. Adrian Andrews? If you want to know who that Nickel Samurai is, it's none other than this woman. And why would you say it must be Miss Andrews? What in the world points you to her? For starters, she's short, and she can freely move in and out of Mr. Angard's room. Finally, she had dinner with Mr. Angard that night. And how does that all add up? It means it makes it very easy for her to get to a certain item. The knife! The knife that was used as a murder weapon. Why don't you just say what it is you want, Wright? Yes. The defendant moves to indict Miss Adrian Andrews in the murder of Juan Corrida. It was Miss Andrews who tried to frame the defendant for the crime. Alright. Looks like this trial has hit a most unexpected development. Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor. This court is issuing a subpoena for Miss Adrian Andrews. A verdict cannot be passed without first hearing her testimony. Okay. He expected this, didn't he? He expected this. He expected to put Adrian on the stand, huh? Oh, we're going for— oh yeah, another day! Ooh, yeah, that. Yeah. Oh no, can we get her on here today? Raise an objection!
Objection!
Please, Your Honor, continue the trial. You must pass a verdict today. I can't do that. Oh, is she here? Oh, edgy! I abhor wasting such valuable time. Edgeworth, is she already here? Your Honor, I request that you please continue with today's trial. Oh, does he know about Maya? But we cannot continue due to this unexpected development. Unexpected development? I think you underestimate me, Your Honor. Yeah, he prepped her ahead of time. She's here. That Mr. Phoenix Wright would slave his way to subpoenaing Miss Adrian Andrews is all happening according to plan, even if Wright was a bit slow to catch on. According to plan, yeah, he must know about the situation with Maya and is helping me again, huh? Aw, what a caring husband. He's trying to protect his little sister-in-law. Yep, she's been here. She is the next witness. He planned this, bruh. Everything was planned out in advance. Oh, you sly motherfucker, Edgeworth. Somehow I knew there was no way Edgeworth would overlook Miss Andrews. Looks like this battle's far from over. Exactly. Very well, we will call the next witness. Alright, we shall take a 10-minute recess. Please prepare your witness in that time, Mr. Edgeworth. Alrighty, there we go. To be continued. Yeah. Alright. If the trial really ends here, I'm scared for what comes next, because there's no way a final case in an Ace Attorney game is gonna be a short one. There's no way. Dude, I can't believe that Andrews? No way! Not cool and collected Adrian Andrews! She is your manager. It would have been very easy for her to pull this off. The only person who had easy access to the knife you used at dinner was, well, her. So after the ceremony, during the break, huh? I was sleeping like a log the entire time. See, she could have also easily planted that blood-covered button in your katana. Because she was the one that came to wake me up? Do you have multiple, like, copies of, like, your costume or whatever? I mean, I would think so. Then, dude, you're saying it really was her? Yes, she is the real killer. She was the one who murdered Juan Corrida. But why? I thought she was buds with Juan. She has her own agenda. Her own agenda? What are you talking about? I'm sure you'll see- oh no. We're gonna be airing out all her baggage. Give me a verdict that's refreshing like a spring breeze, okay, Mr. Lawyer Dude? Yes, I will. Phoenix, you think her motive is related to Celeste Impact's missing suicide note, right? Yes. Miss Andrews depended on Miss Impacts as her strength and reason to live. But then Miss Impact suddenly killed herself. It sounds like she left a suicide note, and the person thought to have hidden it is Juan Corrida, the victim of this murder. And that's why I think Miss Andrews got close to Mr. Corrida, all to get the suicide note back. But one thing bothers me. Who was it that first told us about their relationship? It was Lotta, wasn't it? Oh, this one. Better state it. That was Edgy who told us about that. Is he trying to mislead us? Planted that whole... But we did confront her about it, and she did kind of seem to go along with all this, like, dependency, like, kind of stuff that we talked to her about. Yep, he's still running the show. Interesting. So he expects that we're gonna bring up something with that, yeah. Alright. The prosecution calls the witness subpoenaed by this court. Miss Adrian Andrews, the person who discovered the crime in Mr. Juan Corrida's room. That's the same card that Maya had. What is your occupation? I am the manager of the defendant in this case, Mr. Matt on guard. I see. Now then. Before we begin, Your Honor, I have one request. Yes, sure. I'm sure everyone in this room is wondering the same thing. I would love to find out more about my relationship with the victim. After all, it was the topic of a certain weekly magazine recently. No, I've no idea what you mean. I've never even heard of Gossip Land. Oh, jeez. You do all my work for me, oh my god. Anyway, I was wondering if you could please tell us about your relation to the victim? Yes, I was seeing Mr. Corrida. I was also aware of the rivalry that existed between Matt and Juan. But this was a private matter between Juan and myself. Was it a bait and fry matter? But I didn't kill him. No one is accusing you of that. I think there's someone who would beg to differ. Yeah, I mean, we kinda did propose that theory. I think we all understand your relationship with the victim now, Miss Andrews. Very well then. Witness, please testify to the court about what happened when you discovered the murder that had taken place. Alright. It was time for the show to start, so I went to get Matt from his room. After that, I went to Juan's room. And there was his dead body. I was in shock. What I saw was, naturally, the exact same scene as the crime scene in the photo. I felt as though I was about to faint, so I poured myself a glass of juice. You just stole from his fridge? Is that what's happening here? You poured yourself a glass of juice? Yes, sadly I didn't remember not to touch... That's bullshit. Poured yourself a glass of juice. The only way you would have been able to do that is if you, poured from a thing in the fridge, a bottle in the fridge, because this bottle is full. This bottle is full, so you didn't, but you're saying something about, touching the stuff at a crime scene. You moved the, yeah, there's nothing out of that bottle. That bottle is full. She is one cool and collected customer, and she has the brains to match. In order to catch a person like her, you have to avoid head-on confrontations. You should disrupt her pacing. She's the type of woman who is easily thrown off by things inconsistent with her thinking, so you have to attack when she least expects it. The instant you let up on your offense is the instant this trial is over. Alrighty. Okay, it was time for the show to start. What is he doing this time? He was taking a nap. In his costume? Oh, oops, he was worn out and was taking a nap. He did say that. And I guess you could say it could not have been taken out of his room, yes? Excuse me, it? What are you? You're talking about the costume, huh? Right, I thought years of school would have taught you how to construct a sentence. If you can't make a sensible sentence with a subject, then I'll make one for you. Watch. Did you, Miss Andrews, remove Mr. Unguard's knife from his room? There we go. No. Subject, verb, object, right? Did you skip basic? I feel like, yeah, Edgewood's getting harsher with his jabs here. Jeez, he's trying to make a real flashy return, huh? This really is our divorce arc, huh? After that, you went to Juan's room. And why did you do that? As a friendly gesture, Juan was to make an appearance with the other heroes. It's supposed to be a show of friendship, you gotta press further. Is that the only reason? I beg your pardon, what are you implying? You had a certain goal in mind when you started to get close to him, so perhaps you had a more personal matter to discuss with the victim? Sorry, but I didn't have any such intentions in mind at the time. Alright. That might be something we press on. Then you saw the body. You are in shock? What? Was I not supposed to be? She's very calculating. Despite how close they were, I doubt she had romantic feelings for Mr. Corda. Anyone randomly stumbling upon a dead body would be in shock. And you can't seriously expect that a young beauty— Oh, you know this is fake, calling her a beauty. You would never say that about a woman. Yeah, you would never compliment a woman's appearance, Edgeworth. You're too fruity for that. Who you saw was that? You know what? I think I'm gonna try this, just right off the bat. You poured yourself a glass of juice. Oh. Okay, that was a little premature, and I'm gonna reload. But, yeah. Because the bottle in the picture is full, but there could have been other stuff in the fridge, you know, so. But yeah. This is the photo you're referring to, correct? Okay, I guess I had to press a little more then. The one with the knife lodged in his chest? And the guitar case was like this too? Yes, it was open and empty, of course. And then, what did you do next, witness? Juice? Yes. There was— there we go. Do we have to add this to her testimony? But you didn't drink any of it, did you? Huh? There were no lip marks left on this wine glass to suggest that anyone drank from it. Plus, it's like full. I wasn't feeling terribly great, so I set the glass down without drinking it. Yes, when you discovered the dead body of Juan Corda, you were in great shock, and that's when you poured yourself a glass of juice. And what of it? My mind really was a complete blank at the time. Your mind was a complete blank? I didn't think that was possible for you. Aren't you rude today? I was so dazed that I made one careless mistake. That one thing. Huh? What? Press further! I'm convinced that, as you said, you made a mistake at the scene of the crime. What I really want to know is what this mistake was. Actually, so would I. I'm sorry, it's kind of embarrassing. When I set the glass down on the dresser, I accidentally knocked the flower vase over. That feels like bullshit. This mess of glass shards? It was originally on top of the dresser, but when I bumped into it with my elbow, it fell onto the guitar case. The guitar case was wet. Why did you withhold such an important piece of information? I'm sorry, I thought that since the crime scene was already in disarray, that people would just simply assume the vase was another part of the mess. It looks like yet another fact has come to light here. Alright. I have nothing more to add. I didn't touch anything else. Add it to your testimony. You were the one who knocked it over when it fell onto the guitar case, you say. But this was open in the crime scene. There's some water, but only on the lid. But it was open in this picture. So how would the water have got— if she had knocked it over, there would be water on the inside. You testified that you knocked the flower vase over, is this correct? Yes. And are you sure it fell onto the guitar case? Is there some problem with what I said? Yeah, you gotta patch up your testimony, huh? It's a major problem. It's true that the top of the guitar case was wet with water. That's exactly what's so strange. You testified that the vase fell onto the guitar case. Oh, there should have been water inside. I clicked too quickly. That's very true. Furthermore, there was one other strange thing about this guitar case. And it was open at the time, and the guitar is missing. The remains of the vase are scattered on the floor. They're not in the case, yeah. If it was open, there would be shards in the case. Yeah. Heavy Metal Historian, welcome! How are you doing? Thanks for stopping by. Ooh. What is your point, Wright? That the case was knocked, or the case was closed at the time the vase was knocked over? Is that all? No, think back to what Miss Andrews testified to. Too. She said that other than the vase, she didn't touch anything else. Ooh, got her. She implicitly said she didn't touch the guitar case. But this whole matter with the guitar case is a dead end. The bright red guitar was found at the studio. It has no bearing on this case at all. But this is about the state of the crime scene. Lunch and dinner were made possible once again by walking in the woods with your dogs. Hello? Hello? Heavy Metal? Hello? Are you talking about hot dogs? Please tell me you're talking about, like, hot dogs? And, grilling some hot dogs over an open fire? Well, this is basically pointing out the state of the crime scene. Even if the red guitar itself isn't relevant, then... make her testify more! I believe this is a crucial piece of the puzzle. I can't believe that anyone would reach for straws like this, but it is you. I can't believe I'm doing this either. Alright, I'll follow along for now. Alright. I don't remember too clearly because I was a bit dazed. I suppose I must have opened the guitar case after I knocked the vase over. It's not a big deal though, right? The case was empty after all. As for why I opened the case, even I don't know. Oh, you bullshitter. Yeah. This wastefulness is such a familiar feeling by now that it's almost comforting. Alright, let's cross-examine. Using anyway to change the topic. A convenient escape. Oh my, Edgeworth is really like laying it on thick. I guess he wants to make sure Phoenix hasn't like lost his edge. No pun intended. You were a bit dazed. Okay. Morel mushrooms. Oh, nice, nice. And then flowers, and they were like, oh, cool, cool. Yeah, nice. My dad sometimes goes hunting for morel mushrooms. Yeah. Miles has a lot of catching up to do, yeah. Phoenix has actually done lawyer stuff in the past year, unlike you, edgy boy. Did you remember those events clearly in your mind? Well, you see. I see what? Are you sure you're the one who opened the guitar case? Because we only found Corda's fingerprints on it. She's waiting for someone to tell her if she should answer or not. Uh-oh. Yes, it was me. We found a dozen today. Nice, nice, cool. You must have opened it after you knocked the vase over. But are we really gonna present the same evidence twice in a row? Because only Juan's fingerprints were on it. Yeah. So you opened the guitar case then? Yes, well, maybe. Why did you open the guitar case? Huh? Mr. Corda's dead body was right there in front of you, wasn't it? I would think the first thing you would do was call for help, not open a guitar case. As the witness has said multiple times, when she found the dead body, she was dazed. And why would that make you open the guitar case? Maybe I was curious to know if the bright red guitar was alright or not. I thought maybe the criminal took it. Why would she care about that? True. True! But getting back on topic. Just wondering, when you opened the case, was the guitar still in there? What's something about the flavors of wild food? True, yeah. Something about it, just a very, like, kind of, like, earthy kind of feel to it, yeah. How long have you been a lawyer, Mr. Wright? Have a little professionalism! My god, Miles, calm down! The bright red guitar was found at the studio. These trials would be over in half the time if you would just pay attention. Yes, pay more attention! Alright. Bet, hello! How are you doing? Thanks for stopping by. Was that because you were shocked and dazed at discovering the victim's body? Yes, that's probably it. I'm not gonna get anywhere if I continue pressing her like this. Get a weapon to hit her with. Yeah, he's such a bitch. Yes, he really is dialing up the bitchiness after coming back. Really just like third semester at Ketchy. Opened it. Are we gonna use the case again because only Juan's fingerprints were on it? I guess we are. There's no way you were the one who opened the guitar case. Andrew seems a bit too chill. Yeah, she does. She does seem a bit too chill. She's so chill, it's sus. Why would you say that? It's elementary, my dear Andrews. Well, I was jealous I found the morels. That would be my dad. Sometimes I go with him just to, like, look around for them. We have, I don't know if he's found any yet, but it's also been a bit dry around here, so, like, they haven't been growing as much, but yeah, the only fingerprints on the case belong to the victim. Ooh. Is that the she has like a little pink clutch. That's not the card, because the card is white, but oh yeah, that's her, like, her little, like, a pocket book or whatever, her little, yeah. You've been thinking of quitting Honkai for a bit. Oh no. Are you feeling the burnout? Because that's what it was like for me. I got pretty burned out on Honkai Impact. We had a very wet spring, so they're abundant. Nice, nice. You shouldn't assume that I must have left Prince just because I touched the case. Are you saying you wore gloves? Therefore you could have carried the knife over to Juan's room? What if I were to tell you that I was wearing gloves at the time, so you could have carried the knife then too? But why? But your fingerprints were on the glass too, girl. You're jumbling your stories. You're saying your fingerprints were found on the glass, and then you're saying you suddenly put on gloves to open the case. Nah, that doesn't make sense. Just a friend introduced me to something that seems so, ooh, so a different thing to kind of, oh, Tower of Fantasy, cool. I played it for like a week when it launched, and then I kind of forgot about it, but it's probably pretty cool. Like, if I probably gave it more of a chance, it seems kind of cool. It was the night of the award ceremony, so of course I dressed up for the occasion. Yes, now I remember. I'm almost sure I was wearing a pair of thin gloves. Alrighty. That has to be strange because her fingerprints were on the glass. You were wearing gloves? Isn't that a little strange? Why is that strange? Do you have something that would prove I was not wearing gloves at the time? Your fingerprints were on the friggin' glass! Your girl. You left your fingerprints very clearly on this wine glass. Ooh, she's sweating. She gets sweaty. She wears gloves and gets sweaty. Everything reminds me of him. Even if you took your gloves off when you poured yourself this glass of juice, wouldn't you think it was just a little strange that you put your gloves back on just to open the guitar case? Oh my god! Girl! Are your eyes okay? What was that animation? There's a lot to unpack here. Her glasses just exploded due to stress while they were on her face, never mind them possibly like scratching her face or her eyes, and then she just immediately brings up another pair? Does she just like carry a bunch of pairs of glasses around because they regularly explode due to stress? What are the implications of this? Oh yeah, when the animations change, you know we're getting somewhere. Alrighty. It's like that one meme with the character being so shocked the animation style changed, literally. That's how a lot of these witness breakdowns are. No gloves. I believe the guitar case plays a very important role here, but it's just an empty case. I wonder if it really was empty, though. The guitar was found at the studio. What if she moved it, though? What was in the guitar case was not the bright red guitar. What if it was another Nickel Samurai costume? She could have gone over to Juan's room and then left dressed as the Nickel Samurai. And if On Guard was napping in his costume, then she wouldn't have to like undress him or anything to like get that costume then. Oh my god, Phoenix! You dumb loser. I admit it would be unnatural for someone to do that. I'm thinking, I don't have anything in my evidence to, like, indicate that, but it could have been another Nickel Samurai costume. Your Honor, this is obviously the defense's usual misdirection tactic at work. Steer the court towards an unrelated topic and lull us all into— Well, I have a perfect record, Edgeworth, so, like, clearly I'm onto something. Please recall the reason Miss Andrews had testified that the vase fell onto the guitar case, which means that the case was closed when the crime took place. However, it was wide open in this photo of the crime scene. I'm sure this guitar case has some relation to the murder. If you are so sure, Wright, then I'm sure you can somehow substantiate your outrageous claim, correct? Please, enlighten us as to why this guitar case has anything at all to do with the murder. Can you do that? Let's suppose for a second that the bright red guitar was not the only thing that could have been in the case. Oh my god, different color guitars. So, you intend to push your theory that the case was not empty? Is that it, right? I wouldn't say something I didn't intend to prove. Deflate that head of yours. I mean, I don't have anything in my evidence indicating that it was another Nickel Samurai costume, aside from this picture. Since this is, it's definitely not On Guard, and he was wearing his costume while he was sleeping. So this could have been like a duplicate or something. What was inside this case? Oh god. I don't have anything to back that up, do I? Unless I unless I use the picture. You know what? Let's go with the picture. This is a photograph! This is a photograph! We're so lucky that Phoenix is the protagonist, not us. Yeah, Edgeworth, yeah. I mean, this is Ace Attorney. You gotta suspend your disbelief to go along with everything that's happening here, but I kind of love the campiness of it. I kind of love that it's, like, outrageous at times. But what is important is what is in the picture, Your Honor. In this picture... Yes! The Nickel Samurai! What? Yeah. Mr. Wright, explain yourself. Right, are you saying that the witness opened the guitar case to take out a costume? What insane point would there be to doing something like that? To frame On Guard, obviously! To wear it and frame the dude, yeah. She put it on to hide her identity so she could make her escape, yeah. After all, you couldn't let anyone see you leave, could you, Miss Andrews? Ooh, we're getting there. I refuse to accept your theory, because it's right, buddy, and you don't like being proven wrong. Do you have anything to support such a preposterous idea? Just outside the door was an investigative photographer who was starving for a big scoop. And in the end, she managed to get this shot, correct? You mean this photo? Looks like we wandered into quite another mess again, haven't we? You recently discovered the most insane entry in the Persona series ever. Ooh, I'm curious, what do you think that is? Nice job, Phoenix. Well, you know my strategy. Speak first, think later. Aw, you silly man. So the real murderer was hiding inside a costume. Oh no. Blaze Blue cross tag, and it's just pure insanity. I feel like I've heard the name. Is it like a fighter game, kind of like Smash? Because I feel like I've heard of that title.
A Nickel Samurai's costume would have been Mr. Matt on guards.
Mm-hmm.
Why would something of the defendants be in the victim's room?
Planted there ahead of time because Miss Andrews was kind of all buddy-buddy with one. Characters from Ruby, Persona, etc. Nice, nice. I want to see, like, all the characters that are in it now.
And inside the guitar case of all places.
True, this is a little baffling. Mr. Wright, the court would like to hear your thoughts. It was a spare costume, probably, because On Guard was wearing his at the time. Mr. On Guard did not take his costume off during the break period. In that case, the costume we are talking about was a spare one. What? Then are you saying on the night of the murder there were 2 Nickel Samurai costumes at the Gatewater Hotel? Oh no, Teddy's on it! Nice. Oh, not Teddy.
Persona!
Yes, that is what I'm saying. And how do you explain the costume that was inside the guitar case?
It would mean that victim himself had brought this spare to the ceremony on purpose.
Unless Adrian planted it ahead of time and it was inside Juan's guitar case. But she kinda was getting close to him.
The victim, Mr. Korda, was the Gemin Ninja.
Why would he secretly bring the Nickel Samurai spare costume with him? Because they were secret lovers! See? Rivals to lovers! It's a classic trope! Me and Edgeworth have it going on right now! And therein lies the sticking point. I mean, I don't want to out 2 young men, but yeah.
What are you mumbling to yourself about now?
Have you just been rambling all this time without any sense of inner monologue? Edgeworth is mad, jeez. Oh, secret love conspiracies and My Hero? Wait, really? I'm like not caught up on My Hero at all. I've like I've barely read any of the manga. I'm not even caught up on the newest season.
Huh?
No, Mr. Wright, please explain yourself. Why do you think the victim had the Nickel Samurai spare costume? Oh yeah, I know the fandom can be, pretty wild. Think carefully before you answer, and believe the answer with gusto. Alright, if there's a secret lovers option, I have to pick it. I know it's gonna be wrong, but I have to. Oh, never mind. The reason the victim brought to the hotel was, for after the show, maybe? I mean, I could say she planted it there, but he would have, I guess On Guard would have had to have known that the costume was there. Maybe she, like, swapped it out ahead of time because the guitar was found at the hotel itself. So somebody else had to have brought it there, and she did the switch after they were in the hotel. So, the spare costume, I don't know, for the press conference, I guess? On the night of the murder, after the stage show, the Nickel Samurai was going to hold a special press conference. Yes, the Nickel Samurai was supposed to confess something at this conference. I heard about this as well. For once, you're not making something up, right? Well, what struck me as strange was that Mr. On Guard himself said he had no idea he was supposed to be holding a press conference that night. Ooh, true. True! Man, God. The word true really has been ruined for me. But how can that be? Because Adrian set it up, didn't she? The conference was set up by none other than— oh, yeah. Okay, I guess, yeah. The victim? Yes. The spare Nickel Samurai costume was prepared for that very conference. Oh, I see. He was gonna pretend to be Mr. On Guard and they say something like defaming him or whatever. I see. Little switcheroo. Wouldn't people notice the voices are different though? But I guess, suspension of disbelief. Unless there's like voice changers inside their helmets or something. He was going to dress up as the Nickel Samurai and hold a conference? But why would the victim do such a thing? That's something I don't quite know yet, however. What I am concerned with right now is what he intended to reveal at the conference. Probably something false and slanderous about, On Guard. The Nickel Samurai was going to confess something. And if I confess, I'd wager he was going to reveal something about himself. Which means that Juan Corda, posing as the Nickel Samurai, was going to speak about Matt On Guard. Yes, I guess that is what it would mean. But if that's the case, that's not a confession, that's public disclosure. Miss Andrews, I can see why you are pros at what you do. Pardon me? Yes, just as you say. The press conference was set up by Juan. Miss Andrews, please offer us an explanation for this. I was the one he asked to help set it up. And the person who prepared the second costume for him, that was also me. You? Juan had bet everything on the gym and Ninja this year. And if he lost the Grand Prix, he was going to make sure Matt was going down with him. Ooh, goddamn. It looked like somehow Juan had in his hands a secret so powerful that it would destroy Matt's acting career had it been revealed. But if it's made up, yes, lie by omission. And do you know what the secret of Mr. On Guard's is, Miss Andrews? That's something only Juan knew. I don't know what it is. Huh. I've probably been coming off quite suspicious to everyone, but that's to be expected. I've been trying to protect Matt after all. Protect Mr. On Guard? Yes, more silly court shenanigans. And yet another strange bit of truth comes to light, it seems. Miss Andrews, if you could, please tell us the truth about your behavior. Yes, Your Honor, I understand. Protecting Matt? So you're gonna claim... Oh. From the moment I saw the crime scene, I had a feeling that Matt was the murderer. Matt had to kill Juan no matter what, and he didn't have an alibi for what he was doing at the time of the murder. My thoughts were confirmed by the evidence, of course, the button and the knife, but I'm Matt's manager, so I felt that I had to protect him. Oh, she's bullshitting. Obviously. Well, I am the logical type. We're finally seeing her true self. She's more nervous than a scared rabbit. Alright. Alright, let's cross-examine. Alright. Alrighty. You had a feeling he was the murderer, huh? That would be cooperation? Yeah. Concealing this kind of information? Yeah. Everybody's kind of like, all these witnesses are at least implicating themselves in something. Her and like hiding this or whatever, I don't know. Old Bag basically committed to, confessed to theft. Would you say this was your intuition speaking to you? Don't confuse my methods of reasoning with your own. Ugh. If you want to prove that someone did something, you need 3 things. A motive, an opportunity to commit the crime, and finally, a decisive evidence. And if you think these 3 things through, the answer becomes quite clear. Yeah, they didn't teach us that in lawyer school! May I continue now? You had to kill Juan no matter what. So would you say this need came from the press conference? Yes. Do you know why Juan chose that event and that hotel for the press conference? Because that was when he could cause the most damage to Matt, the public's beloved Matt On Guard. And you knew of this plan, didn't you, Miss Andrews? Yes, because I was the one who set up the conference and prepared the costume. But I'm sure Mr. On Guard himself didn't know anything about the press conference. Oh, really? Can you show me any proof that he didn't know anything about the press conference? Well, he said it himself, and he's pretty empty-headed. Applying real-life laws to the— yeah, it is very funny. I don't even try to do that because I will just lose it. Alright. Grasping at straws now, are we right? I don't have any— I know what his motive was, but I don't have any way to prove that I'm right. Has Mr. On Guard done something to hurt or betray you personally? Why do you ask? You were the one who helped Mr. Corda with his press conference. And that event was supposed to bring down Mr. On Guard, yet you still helped out.
Objection!
The person on trial right now is Mr. On Guard, right? What the witness was thinking, helping the victim with his plan, is none of our concern. In any case, this means the defendant had a motive to kill.
I'm losing it already. Yeah, I learned not to do that in the very first case of this game. And then he didn't have an alibi for what he was doing at the time of the murder. Did he already testify that he was taking a nap in his room? Are you telling me now that that too was a lie so you could cover up for Mr. On Guard? Yep, perjury! I'm not telling you anything of the sort. When I went to get him for the show, he honestly was sleeping. However, as to whether he was sleeping the entire time, that I cannot say. I was too busy setting up the stage at the time. I keep trying, but I can find no flaws with what Miss Andrews has said. I can't say the same for some people in this courtroom, however. Oh my... Mia! Alright. The button and the knife. You can hardly call the knife
I'm a bit occupied, so do your goddamn job!
That scared me! A catchy jump scare! Oh my god. In real life, oh, she's already 6 feet under. Yep, Ace Attorney logic, yeah! Then, what about the button? It's clear from the crime scene that the victim and his murderer fought, and during the fight, the killer ripped the button from the Jammin' Ninja's costume. You're talking about this button, correct? That button was found in the pleats of Matt's Hakama, isn't that correct? I would think that makes it very decisive evidence. You planted it there! Oh my god. Fix your testimony! Mia's disappointed. Alrighty.
What you know about rolling down in the deep?
Thank you for that beautiful disruption, Bet. Gitchy, yeah, yeah, da, da. I keep forgetting to add that to my bait and switch audio. That is a clusterfuck of a bunch of audios and songs that have been used in bait and switch audios. Bury the Light. Is that a bait and switch audio that I'm not aware of? But yeah, I need to add Lady Marmalade to that. I sometimes forget that audio exists, to be honest. It was torn off during his fight with Matt. And how do you know that? When the ends of the threads on the button and the costume were matched up... Oh, it's Virgil's theme? I don't know who Virgil is. The status main man from DMC. Oh, I've never played Devil May Cry. I don't really know much about it, to be honest. I'll have to add that to my massive backlog! They fit together perfectly, or so I've heard. Why would Miss Andrews know about this case to such a fine detail? Maybe because she was involved in planning it. Don't look at me like that, just because I'm prepared and you're not. Huh. So anything a trip, but huh. But what you really did was stab the guy in the back, didn't you? And at the worst possible time.
Objection!
Who's to say she really stabbed the guy in the back, as you put it?
The witness could have disclosed things about Mr. On Guard at any time. Why then would she wait until there was a large audience before doing so? It's the same reason why Mr. Corda planned such an elaborate conference. Miss Andrews wanted to cause Mr. On Guard as much damage as she possibly could. This witness bears ill will towards the defendant. This isn't Phoenix Wright wax philosophical power. God damn! This really is the bitchiest Edgeworth has ever been in court, and I love it. I love it. He really is edgy. Yeah, that's our edgy boy. And please stop slandering the witness. He is so done with Phoenix for sure. Huh. It sounded a little wishy-washy. Huh. Strong, decisive evidence. Yes, the character development, yeah. But the fact that I had to add something about a struggle is kind of interesting. Wait, did I save? Turn off during his fight with Match. She's contradicting herself with this. She's saying a fight with Matt. I'm gonna repress this again, but she's saying she's claiming that she knocked over the vase, and now she's claiming there was like a fight. And in a fight, they probably would have like jostled the vanity and knocked over the vase. So like, I don't know, I feel like she's contradicting herself there. When the threads on the button and the costume were matched up, they fit perfectly. Why would she know about that? Why would she have such intimate knowledge of the costumes? Is that a typical thing that managers do? Huh. I'm gonna try the picture and see if that has to do with like how she's contradicting herself with the I guess not. Alright. Alrighty, I see. Well, I'm gonna reload and get that health back. The costume? This button was ripped off of the victim's costume, and it was found on the defendant. This, button was ripped from right here. The origin of the costume? I don't know, that was the guy's, ninja costume. Yeah, that button itself doesn't really have... That piece of evidence itself doesn't really have anything there. Huh. Strangled with a scarf? If he was just strangling him, why would he, like, rip at that? Yeah. He was strangled, why would he, like, rip at the... Yeah. It clearly states that the cause of death was strangulation by a scarf.